Hiya people, and welcome to ROLLY Vlogs. In this vast galaxy, we have planet Earth. And on planet Earth, we get ridiculous rain, blizzardy snow, and really dense fog. And let us not forget, if you're from California, really intense summer heat. And caught up in all this weather, you have people. People of all different shapes, sizes, ages. And all of those people of different shapes, sizes, and ages all have one thing in common. You ready for it? You ready for it? Language. Slang terms. Hiya people, it's ROLLY Vlogs. Anyway, now today on ROLLY Vlogs, I want to talk about slang terms. Have you ever noticed that each generation tends to have their own language, a way of communicating? In short, we call it slang terms. I mean, you know, in the 50s, 60s, or 70s, they all had their own individual words that they used to communicate with each other. Words like peachy keen, or neato, or groovy, or if you're referring to the word house, some people actually said pad or something like that. And then in the 90s, where I come from, we had words like homie, or what up dog, or slip me some skin, or which is another word for high five. But and in today's day and age, they have, from what I hear, words like swagger, or savage, or fleek, or something. I don't know exactly what all that means, but like I said, all generations have their own language that where they can communicate with each other, and then the other generations really don't understand it. We all have our own different slang terms, and I personally believe that each generation should have their own way of communicating with each other. Something that helps define them. I hope I'm making sense here. Something that's, you know, it's basically just, I think, a thing that's cute, you know, for each generation to have their own way of speaking with each other. But one thing I want to point out is I've been saying this my whole entire life, and now that I'm of an age where how you say, even my own slang terms are not cutting it, because they change. As I said, they change every decade and everything. I will not back down from this belief. Basically, that is this. Each generation has their own slang terms, okay? But it doesn't mean other generations should try and, in a sense, copy or say those little pieces of language, those slang terms. For example, I'm not going to say how old I am, but it would not make sense for me to say things like on fleek. I really don't understand it, so it really doesn't make sense for me to say it. It wouldn't make sense for someone from the 90s, such as myself, where I grew up around words like slip me some skin, or homie, or yo, what up, dog, and things like that. It wouldn't make sense for me to say something like neato, or peachy keen, or groovy, or something like that. Just like it wouldn't make sense for my parents, or people that are old enough to be my parents or anything like that, to say words like homie, or what up, dog, or what's shaking, or something like that. Basically, not trying to sound like segregation or anything, but it's just, I just think slang terms are something that each generation creates in order to communicate with each other, that, in order to communicate with each other when they want to try and be cool to their standards, and something that they can have that the other generations do not have. It's as simple as that. Let me know what you think in the comment box below. Have a good day, and bye-bye.